The move seems to be, Lenny, an emphasis. I'll start with you. An emphasis on pastoral care and counseling, to the exclusion of or separation from what we might call theological teaching or doctrinal teaching. So
yes,
let's explore this a little bit, because it seems to be pervasive.
Right. So there's a little bit of a difference. I guess we want to nuance ourselves a little bit, because there are folks. There's obviously a subset of Anglicanism who have followed mainstream denominational social theories and things of that nature, where they won't see this as a sin at all.
Yes.
So even though perhaps some of their leadership, Council of Bishops or what have you, vote in order to sustain the historic understanding of sexual morality and things like that. Really, in all aspects, the Methodists and a lot of the American Episcopalians and things of that nature are basically, it's not even a sin to them. So of course they have no problems with same-sex unions. They've got, lesbian rectors and things of this nature.
Yeah.
So,
right.
But within the Anglican commune, specifically within the Roman Catholic Church, that's not necessarily the case. There are individuals who may disagree, but the official doctrine is that this is still a sin. The problem comes in is twofold. First is, how do we minister to individuals who we know have this orientation, have this specific prediction or this specific kind of pattern in their life, and then secondly, not only how do we minister to them, how do we try to reach and maybe witness to them and draw them into the fold. So I think there's two aspects to it. There's a kind of a public persona of how do we treat those in society who are same-sex attracted, that kind of thing. And then secondly is, what do we do with those in our communion itself who are practicing this, who, are some, what they would say, otherwise good congregants, right? So I think those are the two poles, the public and the local. And what it seems to me is they want to have it both ways. They're separating, as you said, the idea of doctrine from the idea of public policy and pronouncements. And it's really hard to say that that you don't want to be judging of somebody when you have a doctrine that says this is wrong, because by its nature, doctrines are divisive. You fall on one side of the line or not. You either believe it or you don't. So what I'm seeing here is it's part of this encroachment of the late 20th century, early 21st century concept of feelings matter more than maybe what you would reduce doctrine to, which would be an academic position. I mean, it's nice that the theologians have worked this all out, but it's the feelings of the people that are real, and the abstract ideas of morality and theology, those are additional aspects that are important, but not more important than the individual, because if the individual is offended, that takes precedence. And that's kind of what I see their logic as.